Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, I want you to do something for me before I even begin. I want you to close your eyes for a moment, just a moment, and think of the word success. Whatever image came to your mind, hold on to it. Was it a big house? Was it a fat bank balance? Was it a degree, a title, a wedding, a promotion, a viral post, a following of thousands? Hold that image, because by the end of this reminder, I want you to look at it again and ask yourself honestly, is that really success? Or have we been sold a definition that was never ours to begin with? You see, we are living in a time where success has been packaged, branded, and sold to us like a product. Someone somewhere decided what success looks like, and the rest of us have spent our entire lives chasing that image without ever pausing to ask, who decided this? Why am I running after somebody else's finish line? I meet young people all the time who tell me, Mufti, I feel like a failure. And when I ask them why, it's never because they lied, never because they broke someone's trust, never because they abandoned their prayer, never because they were unkind to their parents. No, it's because they don't have the car they wanted. It's because their friend got married before them. It's because someone their age has a bigger house, a better job title, more likes on a post. That is not failure, my brothers and sisters. That is a trap. That is a distraction dressed up as a standard. Let's break down the first illusion. We think success is a destination, a place you arrive at. Once I get this job, I'll have made it. Once I get married, I'll be settled. Once I finish this degree, life will begin. And so we spend our entire lives postponing peace, postponing gratitude, postponing contentment, waiting for some finish line that keeps moving further away the moment we get close to it. I want you to understand something profound. Success is not a destination. Success is a way of walking. It is in the walking itself, in how you carry yourself through the journey, how you treat people along the way, how you remain patient during the delay, how you remain grateful during the difficulty, how you remain humble during the ease. A person can die before reaching any of their worldly goals and still die successful, because success was never about arriving. It was about how they walked. Think about it. How many people got everything they wanted and still felt empty inside? How many people have the mansion, the car, the title, and yet they can't sleep at night? How many people are surrounded by admiration and still feel utterly alone? If success was truly about accumulation, these people should be the happiest souls on earth. But they're not. Something is missing. And that something is what we need to talk about today. The second illusion, and this one is dangerous, extremely dangerous, is that success is measured by comparison. We don't ask, am I better than I was yesterday? We ask, am I better than my neighbor, my cousin, my classmate, my colleague? This kind of thinking will destroy you slowly, quietly from the inside. Comparison is a thief. It steals your gratitude. It steals your peace. It steals your ability to appreciate what you have been given because your eyes are too busy scanning what everyone else has. Understand this. Your provision, your timing, your test, your ease, your delay, all of it was measured out for you specifically. No two people are living the same test. So why are you measuring your chapter against someone else's whole different book? I would say this, and I'll say it again. The person you're comparing yourself to is comparing themselves to someone else too. Everybody is looking sideways instead of looking within. And that is precisely why nobody feels successful. No matter how much they achieve, because the goalpost of comparison never stops moving. Now let's talk about what success actually is. Real success, the success that will matter on the day you meet your Lord, is not what is in your hand. It's what is in your heart. It's not what people can see. It's what only Allah knows about you. Success is waking up for that early prayer when your body is begging you to stay in bed and you choose obedience over comfort. That is success. Even if nobody claps for it, even if nobody posts about it. Success is holding your tongue when you desperately want to say something cutting, something that would destroy someone's dignity, and you choose silence and mercy instead. That is success. Even though the world will never know what you didn't say. Success is staying honest in a business deal when lying would have made you richer. Success is forgiving. Success is raising your children with patience, even on the days you feel like you're failing at everything. Success is smiling at people, even when your own heart is breaking. Success is being consistent in small good deeds, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. None of this trends on social media. None of this earns a promotion. None of this gets you an award ceremony. But all of this is exactly what will be weighed on a day when titles, followers, bank balances, and property deeds will mean absolutely nothing. Here's something we get wrong constantly. We think tests and hardship are signs that we're failing. We think, if I were truly successful, if Allah were truly pleased with me, why am I going through this difficulty? Brothers and sisters, that thinking needs to be corrected immediately. Some of the most difficult trials in history were given to the most beloved people. Difficulty is not always a punishment. Sometimes it's polish. Sometimes it's preparation. Sometimes it's protection from something worse. Sometimes it's the very thing shaping you into who you need to become. Okay, if ease was the only sign of success, then the people who struggled the most in this life would be the biggest failures. And we know that's not true. So stop measuring your success by how smooth your road looks. Some of the smoothest roads lead nowhere good, and some of the roughest roads lead to the most beautiful destinations. What matters is not whether you were tested. What matters is how you responded to that test. With complaint or with patience, with despair or with hope, with resentment or with trust. Let me tell you something that might sting a little, but it needs to be said. Many of us are exhausting ourselves, sacrificing our health, our families, our character, our principles, all in pursuit of a version of success that isn't even ours. We are burning out chasing someone else's dream, wearing someone else's definition of achievement, trying to fit into a mold that was never designed for our soul. And in that chase, we sacrifice the things that actually matter. We miss our children growing up because we were busy building an empire. We damage our health chasing a paycheck. We lose our humility chasing status. We compromise our honesty chasing wealth. And one day when we finally sit still, we realize, I climbed the ladder, but it was leaning against the wrong wall. This is why it is absolutely essential that you sit with yourself quietly, honestly, and ask, what am I actually chasing? And is it worth what I'm sacrificing to get it? I want to leave you with a new scoreboard. Not the one the world hands you, but the one that will actually count. Ask yourself, am I a better son or daughter than I was last year? Am I a better parent, a better spouse, a better neighbor? Have I grown closer to my Creator, or have I drifted further away while getting busier and busier? Do I have more contentment or more anxiety? Do people feel safe around me, or do they feel judged? Am I quicker to forgive or quicker to hold grudges? Have I helped someone quietly without expecting recognition? If you can answer yes to these, my brothers and sisters, you are successful, regardless of your bank balance, regardless of your job title, regardless of what stage of life you're at. And if you can't answer yes yet, don't despair either. Success is not a single moment, it's a direction. Are you moving in the right direction? That's the real question. There is a kind of wealth that has nothing to do with money. It's called contentment. A person can have very little and be deeply content. And a person can have everything and still feel like a beggar inside, always wanting more, never satisfied. True richness is not in what your hands hold. It's in what your heart has made peace with. If you can lay your head down at night, having wronged no one, having been kind where you could, having remembered your Creator through your day, having been patient in your trial and grateful in your ease, you are wealthier than someone with 10 mansions and an empty, restless heart. Some of you listening to this feel behind in life, and everyone around you seems to be getting married, getting promoted, having children, buying homes, and you feel stuck, forgotten, delayed. I want to speak directly to you now. You are not behind. You are on your own timeline, and that timeline was written with more wisdom and more mercy than you could possibly imagine right now. What feels like delay to you may be protection you can't yet see. Israel, what feels like being left behind may actually be preparation for something you are not yet ready to receive. Trust the process, trust the timing. Your success story is not going to look like anyone else's, and that is exactly how it's supposed to be. So, brothers and sisters, as I close, I want you to go back to that image you held in your mind at the beginning, that picture of success. I'm not telling you it's wrong to want a good home, a stable income, a beautiful family, or respected position. There is nothing wrong with wanting good things in this life. But I am telling you, do not let that be the entire definition. Do not let your worth rise and fall based on things that can be taken from you in a single moment. Real success is quieter than we think. It's found in your character, your patience, your honesty, your humility, your relationship with your Creator, and the way you treat people when nobody is watching and nothing is expected in return. That is the success that travels with you beyond this world. That is the success that will matter when everything else has been left behind. May we be from among those who understand true success before it's too late to chase it. May our hearts find contentment, our character find refinement, and our efforts find sincerity. Barakallahu fikum. And that's it for today. Think about it, sit with it, and let it change how you walk from here.